Yeah, that's. I didn't know that about them not like saying it in a way that the common person didn't know.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I read through the English translation. It was like, we must endure the unendurable, et cetera, et cetera. It's like he never says like, we've lost, we've been beaten, we surrender, it's over.
We'll get him next time.
Yeah. Stand down, Marines. We'll get him next time.
300,000 people used to live there. Now it's a ghost town.
Yeah, it didn't happen. Then you got Nagasaki. They deserved it, right?
I mean, not the innocent people.
It's not terrorism when American killed civilians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can do anything, but as long as we're fighting a war on terror.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's
Now, all those kids in Afghanistan and Iraq, they don't think we're terrifying to really, we're the good guys.
Afghani nannies they were at war against us.
Taylor, these are dangerous people that sometimes make upwards of $5 a day.
I play with an Iraqi guy.
They are your enemy.
I play Tarkov with an Iraqi guy. He's since relocated to the Netherlands. And whenever
upgrade.
Big time, right? Whenever he brings up, he's like, I learned English from U.S. soldiers. I'm like, you're welcome. He's like, they came in and invaded this and did that, and I was like, you're welcome. Anytime he brings anything up that he has or that has happened well in his life, I say you're welcome, and he gets it grates on him after 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure it gets funnier and funnier with each iteration.
Oh, to me, it does. He's never laughed once.
He's never laughed. But he still plays with you.
Yes.
He must be pretty good if he makes your cut.
You had fewer mouths to feed, didn't you? Huh? You're welcome.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, I saw you out there whooping that statue with a sandal. You were all over CNN. You were super happy that third day in. You can't just turn around on us.
Yeah. The gall of him.
Some people they don't appreciate your help. You know what I mean? Like, you come in, you do everything for them. You spend hundreds of billions of dollars.
Trillions.
Well, combined.
10 hundreds of billions.
Well, I think that's when you combine Afghanistan in, but I don't know what we spent in Iraq. Maybe $1 trillion. We spent $1 trillion on your little country fixing it up. You had all those shitty buildings that needed to be torn down.
Mm-hmm.
We
found the most expensive way possible to do that.
I mean, they wouldn't allow our demo teams to just come in like with 9/11, so we had to drop arms.
Yep. These are also facts. Yeah.
Probably.
Tower 7 people. Look at.
I don't know how people can say talk about Donald Trump worst president ever when we just had George W. Bush twice. Like people have a short fucking memory.
No, worst president. Actually,
at least Donald Trump seems to be an actual president, whereas George W. Bush was like, "Hey, get him, Dick."
Abe Lincoln went to war with America. That's pretty bad.
He killed 250,000 Americans.
There were 600,000 casualties.
Yeah, but he killed 250,000.
The Union had more losses than the Confederacy?
That's what I'm going with.
Oh, okay.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't think that's the argument you want with that.
Let's see.
He was educated in a Georgian school, and
yeah.
In the war of Northern aggression, the Union paid heavy prices invading the southern fields of the heartland.
Many a match were burnt in taking down Atlanta.
They really burnt
fucked
the
up
whole
Atlanta.
city. That wasn't very nice.
Well, Missouri was ready to take whatever side won. Yeah,
let's see. Civil War casualties.
I'm gonna guess more in the South, just because.
I'm guessing more in the North.
Burning of Atlanta, like there's a ton of civilians and people died. Right?
Scoreboard.
What do you got?
All right. 360,000 from the North and 258 from the South.
So really, the South won
by 100,000.
That's a pretty big win.
102,000. Yeah.
It sounds like you guys were the aggressors now.
Well, we went all the way up to Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got them to surrender, but unfortunately, we decide war on a pure number basis. And so they win.
Well, did we win or lose Vietnam, Taylor?
We lost.
That's not
And-
very patriotic of you to admit.
Then we won badly. It was a Pyrrhic victory.
It was a tie.
Yeah, no, we got beaten Vietnam.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But we had, we lost 50,000, and God knows how many they lost.
We
sure
won
there's a
every
number here.
battle.
I'm going to guess they lost 500,000 to our 50,000.
Most of them weren't Viet Cong though; they were probably civilians.
Yeah, and some of them were
Potato,
only a
potato.
few months old.
Yeah. You see that horrible picture of all the naked kids running away from Agent Orange? That kind of stuff.
Well, Agent Orange is what stripped the leaves off the trees. You're thinking of napalm.
Oh, well then napalm.
So total
The fuck
deaths,
is Agent
1.3 million. Agent Orange strips the leaves off trees so that they can see the guys in the undergrowth of the jungle. It's a chemical compound that caused severe side effects in our veterans. Allied military deaths, 280,000. NVA / VC, 444,000. Civilian deaths, both sides, 627,000. Yeah. So 1 million died, and Allies lost 280,000. I didn't know it was 280,000. I think
That
50 were
seems
us.
really high. Oh wait. Then again, you think 50 of the
I
280
thought
was American?
50,000 Americans died.
You still think that?
Yeah.
So who else in the 280 died?
I'm looking for that now. I would guess. I know the French were there.
Weren't the French there before us? Were they there at the same time?
It says 58,220 U.S. military fatal casualties in Vietnam.
Maybe the other allies were the Vietnamese who were on our side.
North Vietnam was supported by the Soviet Union and China and other communist allies. South Vietnam was supported by the United States, South Korea, the Philippines, Australia, Thailand, and others.
And maybe a lot of those were South Vietnamese.
Yeah, I guess so. South Vietnamese soldiers who couldn't be trusted, those shifty-eyed bastards.
You gotta kill them too, because reasons. And Kyle, these people also made upwards of $5 a day and were a threat to America.
Were they?
These are indisputable facts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our own intelligence agencies told us.
Yeah, I'll tell you. If first Vietnam falls, next thing they're rolling into Atlanta.
That's so funny when on Fox or CNN or something an ex-CIA, which are you really ever ex-CIA, will be like, nope, these people are dangerous and we need to be over there and we need to do it. And a lot of people are like, oh, well,
He
this
would
guy
know.
would probably know.
This
And then
guy's straight
if we
up.
watch RT and it's like, now today we have KGB agent Viktor Vladislav Davidov. And he says we need to do this in foreign nation because they are very scary people. And he's like, oh yes, the most scariest. We'd be like, propaganda. Yeah.
I love that argument of yours. And actually it was enlightening for me. Like I think I was a sucker who would listen to a CIA person and be like, well, no one knows more than this guy, but now it's
The difference is the CIA guy may be being told to say a thing, but he's not being forced to say a thing. And
You
that
really
can't
think the
be-
CIA doesn't force people to do things?
No, I don't think the CIA forces its retired agents to go on Fox News and say things. However, I do think that the fucking Russians probably do force some people to go on the news and say things.
I don't know. I mean,
You think that
we've
CIA
had a
agent
lot
is
more
literally like, I know, honey, I had to say those things, but they were going to kill you if I didn't. The CIA was going to kill me? Yes. I can see that playing out in Russia, but not in the United
I
States.
don't know. The scorecard of how many governments destabilized by the KGB versus the CIA, CIA is way in the lead.
Yeah, we're good at our jobs.
All right. I wasn't prepared for that. You're right.
I mean, extending America's reach throughout the world. I'm happy with that.
Just ruining South America. Yeah.
I mean, do you really want competition down below? I don't think so.
Competition in what? They already have all the
anything.
the best beaches and shit.
No.
I was reading about this recently. Gary
You saw the Olympics.
What were they beating us in the Olympics?
No. The beaches in the Olympics. How polluted that shit. Remember how polluted Brazil
yeah.
was?
Yeah, that's true. Brazil's they haven't done a very good job making it nice.
Gary Webb was a so I guess what happened was the CIA put like crack or something in the in some communities, and Gary Webb was an investigative journalist who outed it, found the CIA guilty of spreading drugs in America, and it was kind of a bad thing. So the CIA killed him, claimed it was a suicide, 2 shots to the head. Right?
Yeah. Lots of stories like that with the CIA.
That to me was a fucking flex. Like, oh, do you want to report on the CIA? 2 gunshots to the head, suicide. I can't imagine a 2 gunshot to the head suicide. That is like, I think you're not supposed
Bang!
I think you're not supposed to believe it. I think you're supposed to understand that you don't fuck with the CIA.
It's like the Lannisters making an example of someone. Yeah. That's exactly what it's like.
Don't
Just
reference
like
that garbage show.
I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck that show. Fuck those guys.
I hope that's who I hope the something awful happens to. Those guys, the D&D guys.
I hope that any new show they make fucking sucks.
No, fuck that. I hope something bad happens, like the worst thing that you could imagine.
Like a stub toe.
A Lego.
I wish they would. No.
Are we on the wrong page, guys?
No, tentacle rape or a fiery car crash or whatever
I'm kind of enjoying what's actually happening. Now, I don't know if I should, but everything they try to do gets canceled before it gets off the ground.
Good. I don't want to watch anything they ever make.
I'm telling myself that, like, if Gur Martin ever actually releases those books, I'm going to not read them out of spite. But I know I'm going to end up reading them.
I'm not
if
he
actually releases them. But he's not going to release them. That fat fuck, there's no chance.
He's going to die.
I hope he dies.
Well, you're going to get your wish.
How old is that guy? Like, he's one of those guys who looks way older than he is.
I think so. Wow. I'm going to guess 68, though. What do you come up with?
He is 71. Looks like a cool 90.
Yeah, he doesn't have the body type of a guy who lives into his 80s.
No, he doesn't.
Or his mid-70s.
He doesn't look like he should have made it this far.
Right?
Yeah.
He's on borrowed time. I wish someone would kill him. I would like cut his face off or something.
He's reverse. Is it Frey? Walter Frey I'm going for, right? You guys have heard me say many times, so I'll tell them fast forward. Walter Frey lived his best life, his version of best life, fucking his children and having 19 sons or whatever. And he didn't really have a bad life until the last few days. Outside of that, he lived a wonderful, wonderful Walter Frey's best life. Well, this guy had the opposite. He found success when his body was already ruined, but he did find success at the end.
By the time he got really yeah.
Bring me the britches. I'm sure he's enjoyed the last few years. You know, he's fucking some.
You think he's fucking
girls.
people? Well, there's some chemical enhancement there.
Yeah,
maybe this is a good time to bring up Blue Chew.
Yeah, I'm gonna write you right in. Yeah, you're gonna be Cersei's handmaiden in the show. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Phil. Can't believe you did that.
Gross. Look at how nasty I am. Do you have any self-respect? Look at what you just fucked.
Joey Diaz has like made a pretty similar joke. He's like, "Oh, you poor bitch, you suck my dick. Oh God." That's like cruelty to animals.
That's funny.